Should we include bounty hunter rewards with the release of the bounty hunter target system? Yes. Okay. In this bounty hunter reward shop, should we include any items whatsoever? No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. So, let me get this straight. You guys want rewards. You guys want a shop with rewards. But you don't want rewards in the shop? Besides 3 things? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Hey guys, this is just a quick video about the polling system in its current state and why it is kind of flawed. Well, obviously this isn't too direct towards Jagex. I'm not saying it's necessarily flawed in their perspective. I'm saying it's flawed from the community standpoint of things, because the majority of polls, there's been quite a decent bit of things that have been introduced, rather proposed, I'm sorry. There's been things like artisan, there's been things like certain rewards in the bounty hunter shop. I can't really think of much off the top of my head, but you get the general idea. And a lot of things have been voted against, as in a lot of new content that would refresh the game and bring more players in, and also quote-unquote revive dead content. There is a lot of that isn't passing. Like, it just doesn't pass. And the main complaint, besides okay, let's just say artisan wasn't that good, maybe you guys didn't think of it, fine. If the quality of the update isn't good, then I agree, it should not be added into the game. But a good chunk of these updates were things that would bring more players to the game, thus reviving dead content. The big thing that people seem to complain about is that we need to revive dead content, or that we're going to have something called Easyscape, or we're going to just we're pretty much just going to kill the game ourselves if we vote all these OP things in, when obviously things are taken into consideration. But the general mindset is no updates, and that's kind of depressing, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's just selfishness or not, but it just needs to be changed in general. So I'm not making this video to complain. I am making this video just to say, if you guys want this game to die, continue to not vote for things, because just voting no against the majority of things just because you might not want it seems to be a very selfish thing. If it will benefit the majority of players in the long run, then why not vote yes? I believe we might be getting an abstain option in case you don't want to vote for it, but I have no idea. Like, I think there's been talk about it, but at the moment that's just really not the case of what we're dealing with. We don't have that, so we can't really work with that. But ever since the beginning of old school, I've always voted for updates that might not affect me at all. Maybe I don't like, unless if I don't see any positive benefit in it, I would obviously vote no. But I've voted yes on the majority of things because it helps other players out, or it's what other players want. And I feel that all this game, or all the players on this game really care about, is PVM, and that the only way to introduce things is by PVM, and if you don't do things by PVM, then the game's going to die. Well, there is an entire other aspect of the game that people seem to ignore. Obviously, PvP. There's so many things that PVMers seem to ignore and not want to vote in. So the only thing I'm going to ask you guys is why? Why should you not vote for other things, and why should it be limited to PvP? PvP, sorry. Why should things be limited to PVM when the majority of the updates at the moment are for PVM? It's really not something. You guys get your turn. Everyone else should get their turn too, but maybe I'm not looking into it enough. Maybe the updates are crap to begin with, and it's not a selfish thing, but it just comes off as a selfish thing. So you guys should probably start looking into things more. If you don't read the dev blog and you just vote blindly based on a title, then I would highly suggest to start reading the dev blog more. just do something to save your game before it dies, because a community that doesn't want any sort of updates is a community that no one's going to want to be a part of. So if you're going for the fact that this is supposed to be nostalgic and old school, no, the whole mission statement of old school RuneScape was to take a different approach to RuneScape as opposed to the approach that RuneScape 3 took. Let's say something like a D clause is going to be pulled. Obviously, it's not going to lead to RuneScape 3. Obviously, there's not going to be any power creep if we give the correct suggestions. The majority of people want them. The majority being at least 60%. So I don't know why people would not want to vote those in, especially if it be for PvP/PVM purposes. It's just something that needs to be looked into and discussed more. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. If you guys disagree with me, then you can tell me why, or you don't have to, but I just wanted to make a video about it, and I will be, I don't know, I'll try to make more videos soon, but I've just been so busy with college and crappy internet, so it's really hard to do anything. I can't stream, I can't do any of that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next video.